Hey guys, J-Man here for a comic book review. Superboy, the Man of Tomorrow, number 3. If you've been following along on my channel, then you know that Superman is my favorite character of anything, not just of like comics, but just in general. And this Superboy series I think is my favorite of the Superman comics right now. Superman Lost. The first issue was trash. The second issue was like okay. Third issue was stellar. Fourth issue was like okay. Action Comics, it's okay. It overall, it's positive. Overall, all of the Superman titles have been positive, but not like holy crap. Superman is clearly the best one. Now, if you're going into the expanded titles, I would say Superboy is the best one. I'm gonna get this in physical form. It's great with digital with DC. You wake up on your Tuesday morning and you have it ready to go. So it's awesome that way. I'm going to review this using my space system. Story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 to 2. 2 is the best you can get in any category. If I give a perfect score in a category, I'm not saying that that's the best representation of that category. If I say the story is 2 out of 2, that doesn't mean that the story of Superboy is better than the story of Watchmen or Dark Knight Returns. That's not how it works. I'm comparing this comic to itself and its peers. So the promise and its peers. The promise is it's a Superboy title, which means action, excitement, science fiction, right? Superboy is a fun, exciting call to action character. He's not a detective, right? There's different things. It's not the question, right? It's the action. Superman appears in Action Comics. Superboy and Superman and Supergirl all appeared in Adventure Comics because it's about adventure. So I'm giving the storyline a 2 out of 2 on this issue. I'm loving Superboy. I think I've given every issue a 10 out of 10. Spoilers, this is going to get 10 out of 10. I spoiled it there. I spoiled the video 2 minutes in. Look, the story's awesome. Superboy, Connor Kent now. Now, Connor Kent's not like my big favorite or anything. I like Superboy Clark Kent. That pre-crisis Superman is my favorite. I love Supergirl, Superboy, all those guys. And I do want to get back to reading I've been reading the classic Superboys kind of off camera. I do want to get back to reading them on camera with you guys. I want to start that up again. I'm trying to figure out a day to do it. But anyway, I'm loving this comic. This cover is awesome. We're going to talk about the artistry in a bit. This cover is actually really awesome, to be honest. I'm really digging it. But yeah, Superboy Connor Kent, who I do like now. He has gone off Earth and gone into the world looking for people to help. Perfect. I love that concept. He's teamed up with a few other people. There's Pyra, I believe that's how you say it, or Pyrrha. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce her name. You've got Trav and you've got Rotor. The names are a little bit funky because they're aliens. So it's like a bird guy, it's like a beak guy, a Daxamite guy, and I guess she's alien. She's got purpley hair. She's got like a mohawk thingy. I don't know. I don't know too much about the characters. I'm giving the characters. I'm still going to give it a perfect score. But anyway, the story's great. So they're fighting the Dominator X. So this guy has created these Dominators, and they're like powerful beings. Whatever. He's also harmed Trav for sure. So Trav is the leader of the Cosmoteers, who are kind of like space vigilantes or space rebels. They're not the Green Lantern Corps. That's the official judgment body of judgment. These guys are sort of rebels. Superboy's joined up with them. He kind of fits in with them. You know how it goes. There's a little bit of a couple of little twists in this story, though. So it's not just him teaming up. Normally, I would just give the story a 1. It's very good. But I'm giving it a 2 because they've started to introduce a couple of little twists in here. And you're like, ooh, something's going on that we don't know about. So I like that a lot. Yeah, pacing 2 out of 2. This is action. It starts off with action. Superboy's like destroying a ship here. He's just fighting guys. It's just there's like action here. So like the first few pages are action. Then we get a little bit of character moments, which we needed because it was heavy action in the first couple of issues, which I really do like the way that they do that. I like a lot of heavy action to get me going. Now we're getting into the character details, right? So Trav's like, oh, I'm a Daxamite. He goes, but that was altered. So we're learning a little bit here, and Superboy's kind of bonding with the team. So it was done very well. Issue 1 was great, very action-packed, got right into it. Now we're developing the story. Issue 3 is always very important in new comics because this is now where we're forming what's going to happen. issue 1 always should be action packed, right? Like we got to get into it, you know. Issue 2, you're kind of concluding the stuff from issue 1 and, you know, kind of introducing the world a little bit more. And now 3, here's where the relationships are forming. And we have to see where it goes from here. Now there's a stinger at the end where you're like, oh yeah, shit, I got to get number 4. So this is perfectly done in my opinion, the way that they brought these 3 comics together. Artistry, I'm giving it 2 out of 2. I'm loving the colors here. Superboy looks cool. I like all the different aliens. There's like this little fish guy. It is panel-y. You know, I'm a manga. I like my manga and my 90s style comics where it was like really heavily influenced by manga. Big, huge weapons and swords and big, like dramatic movements. This is panel-y, but there's some nice pages. This is digital, so this will probably be a double splash on physical. But it's panel-y, but I still like the art. Like, I mean, I think it looks very good. The colors and inks look really good to me. And yeah, I really like the art a lot. I think it fits. Again, I'm not saying this is better than Alex Ross or something, or Neil Adams or John Romita Sr. Rest in peace, buddy. Nothing like that. I'm just saying that for this comic, it's all coming together perfectly. Characters, 2 out of 2. Superboy, love him. That's it, period. I bought the toy. Oh, he's over here. He's behind the camera. I don't want to move it and lose my spot. He's awesome. The other characters are way more intriguing now. I don't know if I gave characters perfect score last couple issues, but now is where it starts to get going. Now we are expecting great issues every time. The first couple is always a little bit. Issue 1 of a new series usually gets like a 6 or 7 out of 10 if it's really good, because you don't really know who the characters are. You don't know if you're going to like them. But now we got to get into a steady rhythm of, yeah, this going forward should be like 8 or 9 out of 10 every time, right? Superman Lost dipped, right? So Superman Lost got better. Issue 3 was a good one, and then it dipped again. So that's not good. We'll see where this goes. I don't think this is going to dip, though, to be honest, but let's see. And then the overall enjoyment factor, I'm giving it 2 out of 2 because I really enjoyed this. The enjoyment factor is based on my own personal opinion of how much I liked it, and I really liked it a lot. I'm definitely buying it because I am buying it. I definitely would recommend it to a friend to read. I definitely wouldn't mind reading it again, right? So, I mean, what else is there, right? I'm buying it. I'm going to read it again. I'm recommending it. So it's awesome. So yeah, there you go. Superboy number 3. Great job, guys. This is like really a lot of fun. And I think that this is probably the best Superman. Like Superman, Superboy in action are still like pretty good. And those are your flagship, like those are your titles, right? Steelworks, I really hated that one. Well, I didn't really hate it, but it was not very good. So that was definitely poor. Superman Lost is coming and going. We'll see where it goes. But definitely Superman, Superboy, those are 2 to get. And grab Action Comics. It's Action Comics. Like, I mean, I'm never going to not get Action Comics. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I can't. I have to get Action Comics. So there you go, guys. That's my review of Superboy. Man of Tomorrow number 3. Make sure you guys are checking out our Legion of Superheroes live streams. So we have them every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time on my channel. 3 Mondays out of the month, okay? There is one Monday where I'm on Earth B on my good friend Clobberin Times' channel. So every second Monday of the month, we go to Earth B to talk about Brave and the Bold and Bob Haney and how crazy those adventures were. But the other 3 Mondays, we're on my channel talking about Legion of Superheroes, doing all of the appearances. So if you like Superboy, and you like adventure comics and all that, that's what we're into right now. So make sure you guys are checking that out. We're having so much fun doing it. It's probably my favorite stream that I do. So yeah, check that out. All right, guys, until next time.